Here we go. Check, check, check.
DMC the face to beat, Fragaboom!
I like the Christian festival for whatever reason. I don't know why. Yo, what is happening, Couchdoodlers? You are watching Couchdoodles Live, the Inktober edition. Today we have special guests again. Our man Matt Yackey, Andre Kromoff. I'm your host, Fragaboom, comic veteran of 28 years, almost 28 years. We're doing a little bit of craziness today. Today's word of the day is ornament, like Christmas ornament. But I looked up the word so I could get it so it's not just drawing some balls. It's any sort of decoration that's unnecessary. That is what an ornament is. It's any unnecessary thing. I'm going to go upstairs and...
Like a nose ring.
Like a nose ring or a butt plug.
Definitely.
Someone, here's my...
I think you could also badmouth Asian people by saying...
I wouldn't do that.
Don't do that, man. What's the matter with you? So, yeah, this is a sculpt I had done today, and someone on Instagram said it was a butt plug, and I said it's a butt plug with a bonus because it's a butt plug with a little head. The show has turned blue rather quickly.
Yes.
We are here. I'm running a little late because I've been multitasking like a crazy person.
It was actually...
And look at my clock back there. This clock died 15 minutes ago, and I thought it was ample time. I thought I had ample time, and then I realized ample is just a word. I'm going to go upstairs really quick and pour myself a glass of wine, so you're going to have to deal with these cahoots. Why don't you guys talk to this thing?
Oh no.
You're covering the
I was going to say, do you want me to show them this stuff?
There we are.
was-
Hello,
You know
everyone.
what? Show them,
Wait.
Show them some.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
All
let's
right.
do it.
All you got to do. So, guys, you're in for an excellent treat. There was a book at Extreme called War Cry, and it was by Danny Mickey, creator Danny Mickey, and Andre was coloring it, and it didn't come out, right?
No,
the book
it didn't come out. It exists in this unpublished form. I actually, people will be able to see it for the first time ever, but...
Here, this is all you got to do. Set it down. I'm
Yeah.
flipping the camera. Just narrate, bro.
Yeah, well,
I'll be right back.
I'll just show this real quick. And I was just saying to Dan that basically this would be a cool thing that Matt and I and Dan and everybody can maybe talk about at some point. But all it was is that back in the day, all this coloring was like super secret, and you had to keep a lid on all your little secrets. But just about the time I started kind of thinking about not coloring anymore, and I was still actually living at a place we shared in Brea with Matt, so this was done when we were both working together. Anyways, this was just something that I put together that literally took every single step of coloring the thing by Danny Mickey, and I mean, it just never got published, you know. And I thought it'd be kind of cool. You're getting to see it for the first time ever.
That's right. A complete how-to.
Yeah, it's a complete how-to. I suppose if you really slowed this video down, you could actually read what it says, because it's been written for, I don't know, what's it, 19 years now, unpublished,
Wow.
and it's got all the secrets, all the chrome, how that was done, and well, gold in this case, but the moon, and it literally goes from start to finish. 44 pages, never published. So if you guys are interested, like I said, I brought this over to show Dan, and you could always just talk about it, and he's back, so I'm gonna give it back to.
Don't give it back to me yet.
All right.
I'm giving
Anyways,
I'm gonna
Matt,
keep showing it.
I'm
Matt
gonna.
Yackey's,
I don't want to show it too much, only because.
Matt Yackey's gonna be in charge.
Because
of
I got
the,
nothing to show.
Here's Matt. I'm gonna hold up the
Well,
camera.
Matt Yackey's gonna be in charge of the chat window.
Oh yeah.
Chat window.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah,
Sounds
What does it say?
I'm the human tripod at this point.
Yes.
Oh, it still says day 16 on it. I put day 17, and that's weird.
Yeah,
Let's
that
go.
clock totally died. Look at that.
Oh, this is.
And
wait,
it's on California time.
How is this live right now?
Mhm.
Hold on, this is.
You are on some.
See, that's you're watching that on YouTube.
I'm watching
right
it on YouTube. And there
Okay.
I am. Oh, maybe we can create some sort of a weird time
now?
warp.
Weird time.
Yeah, do not show that. That will explode. Implode.
Oh, I did say day 17. This iPad was behind by like. Today is the day where technology is not working. There's my
Yeah.
Yaki. I can see him.
Yep.
Yo, Mike Green, Mr. Milton, Mark Trafford, what's up, buddy? Jason, hey, man.
I can't
Find a way to draw a Fragaboom Superman. Jacobius Watson, believe it or not, I drew an issue of Superman that was lost. In fact, I'll pull it up right now. Let's see if I can find it. If not, you can see it on. It's not here. It's not showing up. It's online. If you go to fragaboom.blogspot.com, all of my pencils are up there. It was sort of a tragedy what had happened with that book. It was literally the very last full 22-page comic I had drawn up until I started He-Man a few months ago. I had done the issue. I sent it to Larry Stucker, the inker. Larry inked the pages beautifully. He had sent them to DC. DC received them via FedEx. They had record of it. And then all 22 pages disappeared for 13 years. They disappeared for 13
That's right.
years.
That's right.
And it wasn't until DC moved to Burbank and they actually moved furniture that they found the entire issue in a FedEx box behind the filing cabinets. And the sad thing is because it was before all the 52 changes and all that, the Superman that I had drawn in that issue was pretty much irrelevant. It didn't have all the seamed costumes. It wasn't on model or anything like that. So, you know, the only way you're going to be able to see that is to go to fragaboom.blogspot.com. Let's see.
Larry's inks were really nice.
Larry's
too.
he's
an
my
incredible
favorite
inker.
inker on me other than myself.
Yeah.
Let's see. Wow. Make it now. Artist by night. We are listening. Who do I have to kill to get that? You know, I sold all the pages on Heritage Auction. The only page that didn't go on Heritage Auction, a buddy of mine bought for a friend of his at LA Comic Con in 2016. I mean, I got rid of those things quick. This is such a weird format for the show, isn't it? Hello, Chauncey. Hello and welcome to the weird format. We have a cameraman from Walken. We have a Matt Yaki. This is Andre Kromoff behind the lens. He gave us a little walkthrough. You can see, so that's what it looks like on a phone.
Yeah.
Because on an iPad you get the whole chat window.
That's like on my computer looks
Okay.
like that too. Yeah, the
Hey.
phone is.
What up, D? How are you, sir? Just
Oots.
checking you guys. Yeah, Mr. Oots. You know, he used to work with.
Out of the streets.
huh?
I remember. Scanlon did the Oots thing. I remember
Right,
that all going on.
and,
that was very cool.
He worked with Truman XL at Art
Oh yeah,
Emporium.
I saw people talking about that in
Yeah.
the other day.
And then he was saying he worked at ASW too when he said
Oh wow.
Owen was a troll under a
Yeah,
bridge. But like
I saw that.
Owen's my guy. Like if I need something,
That was a great
Owen's
place.
the guy that I go to. So today's word, like I said, is the word ornament, and a lot of things came into mind. At first, I thought it was in my mind because I read it late last night before bed. I thought it was the word ornate. I'm like awesome
Oh,
because
yeah.
I was gonna get all crazy, but it's ornament. But you know, necklaces, earrings, nose rings, those are ornaments. There's hood ornaments on cars. There's all kinds of things. And in fact, you could pretty much draw anything you want. Like I have a Spider-Man ornament with Green Goblin. It was like one of the last things my mother ever gave me before she passed. I also have a green pickle. Did you hear about that? The
No.
Christmas pickle?
No.
Apparently it's a tradition. I don't know what it is. Guys, look it up, but it's real. Because I was like, when I saw a pickle, a green pickle, and I'm like, what the fuck is a green pickle doing on as an ornament?
Christmas
But-
pickle?
Yeah, Christmas pickle. That's exactly right. Look it up.
heard of the Christmas poo.
There is a Christmas poo, but there's a Christmas pickle.
Not the pickle.
So there you have that. You know, you have the balls, the pickle. the, back to being blue again.
What's going on here?
I don't know. It's a weird day. You know what it is
It is a
today?
weird day.
Today's birthday of the day. It's a great one. You'll like this birthday of the day.
Oh yeah.
It is Chris Kirkpatrick of NSYNC's birthday today.
Yes.
He's
Happy birthday.
turning 48 today, which is kind of awesome.
That's right.
When he
I think Eminem is 47 today.
is he? They have the same birthday?
I believe so.
That's crazy.
Huh.
That says a lot, because Chris is one heck of a dude.
He is.
He's
Haven't
one
seen
of the
him
best.
in a long time.
In fact, we used to play. You see Christmas Pickle?
I do, and I'm.
You're gonna tell us the story. Tell us. The
I don't
story.
have a story yet.
No,
but
put wiki, bro. Don't just
Oh,
look
I
up.
haven't.
Yeah, because there's gotta be
Yeah.
some information. And I'll tell him my Chris Kirkpatrick story. So Chris was part of, at the time, the biggest band in the world. They were NSYNC. They went multi-platinum, diamond, multi-platinum. I'm sure most of you guys have heard of them. And when they would come to town to LA, they would stay in Beverly Hills at this place called L'Armitage. And behind the beds in L'Armitage, they had these sort of sliding doors. And we invented this game called, very simply, L'Armitage Bottle Kick. And
Extra point.
yeah, an extra point. Remember when we broke all the glasses in the glass shelf? Were you there for that one?
I don't remember.
Okay, so you either take
Probably.
a half full Mountain Dew bottle or a half full water bottle, and you put it at the foot of the bed, and it's a good 12 feet to the field goal, and we would adjust it. Behind that was the mini bar with a bunch of expensive glasses, but so one of us, I don't even remember who it was, kicked the bottle and it went through and it broke everything.
Extra. Yes.
Rock stars.
I remember getting nailed in the head with a wad of cash about that big.
Was it Chris that threw it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like $8,000 or something.
Yeah. Knocked in the dome with some straight up
Yes,
money.
That was fun.
Let's see what we got here. Oh snap! What up, Ethan Van Sciver? Comic book pro secrets. I need to know the secrets.
Me too.
Every day it seems like they change. The secrets change. I know how to rock materials. Are you gonna hit us with that Christmas pickle?
Christmas pickle.
Here we go.
The Christmas pickle is a Christmas tradition for some Americans, apparently. A decoration in the shape of a pickle is hidden on a Christmas tree, with the finder receiving either a reward or good fortune for the following year. Never heard of this.
No.
Ever.
It's
The
real.
Christmas pickle.
Christmas pickle's real.
It is. Here's.
And you could get your own Christmas pickle at the dollar store. Dollar Tree has them for $1. Believe it or not, just $1.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're not taking this all sorts of sideways
It's the
pickle,
Christmas. There's the
Christmas pickles and
It's-
rewards,
Yeah.
whatever.
It's the Christmas pickle.
Yeah, see, it's like stealthy too. It hides in the
You
hides
got,
in the
you got a
shrubbery.
picture?
It's so real. This is.
It hides in the shrubbery.
All right.
I'm
Hey, you guys, since Ethan's here, we have to
freaking out. There's a Christmas pickle.
big up the frog again.
Oh yes.
I'm
Good looking
really,
book.
really
It
stoked.
was very nicely colored, if nothing else.
See, Andre knows.
Haven't
Yeah.
read it, but looks
Andre
very good.
knows.
Yep, I haven't read either. I just
See
perused
this?
it.
I need to figure out what to do with the swag. I never really talked about the swag before. So did you know that when you get a copy of Cider Frog, Blood Honey, you also get swag? A bookmark? Is this a window decal? No, it's just a straight up sticker, and look how cool that is.
Nice. Big sticker.
And special backer promo cards, 2 cards per pack. Ethan, sir, how many cards came in the set? That's what I want to know, because then if it's like, yo, you know what, there are 50 cards and I only got 2, then there's 48 I don't have, right? Or is there only 2? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
That's some stuff. How many of you guys have this? I know you do. You used to work for him.
I still do.
This is Eric Canetti's 1996 sketchbook, and it's really just wonderful stuff. You know, you can see how far he's come as an artist, but it's still just excellent. I mean, the guy was heads and tails above everybody when he did this stuff. This, of course, is Travis Charet's first printed work. I remember when I saw this, I immediately brought it to the studio. This is back when we were on the Nutwood studio, and I showed it to Rob.
There's only 2 cards.
There's only 2? Okay.
Just seeing that.
Cool, thank goodness, because I would have been all, where are my other 48?
20, yeah.
So this is Travis's first work. He came from out of nowhere. Yeah, the dog's been hanging out in here. Oh, I'm sorry, love. She was probably looking for you because now she's following you. So this is some incredible work for someone you've never heard of before when this came out. And there were all kinds of theories going through the studio. Rob at first thought maybe Jim Lee was drawing under a different name.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was that good. And there's a myth going around about Travis and his sample pages, and I'm here to dispel any of the rumors and say that the myth is true. Did you know that Travis is from Canada, a very small town in Canada, and he thought that when comic books were made, that the penciling, inking, lettering, and coloring were all done on the same piece of art.
Oh.
So when he submitted his samples, he submitted complete
Wow.
penciled, ink, lettered, colored pages. And it's kind of crazy. I mean,
It is.
obviously the guy is super detailed and his stuff
Talented.
is beyond words, but
Yeah.
it's kind of nuts to you know.
That is.
So it's absolutely true because I've seen them. I've seen the
Wow,
pages.
really?
They were great. They look like this,
I'll bet.
but with like colors.
What did you color them?
It's like I think markers and colored pencil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Kind of nuts.
Yeah, that is.
Kind of nuts.
That really is.
Let's see what else is on the spinner rack. Okay, this is on the spinner rack for you classic fans. How many of you guys have this one? This is Extreme
Well,
Zero.
you got to get a little more light because you're
I
missing
got
the
some
color.
glare.
That's something. And the thing
Oh,
is,
because it's Kiko.
it's Kiko. I mean,
That's why he gives
the guy's
he gives
a master.
Kiko all his dap.
Yeah.
Kiko, Art to Bear, inking Rob. This is technically, if you want to get down to the nitty gritty of
Yeah, there it
who
is.
drew the first appearance of Sniper on
Yeah.
a cover,
Yeah.
that would be Mr. Rob Liefeld. So in this Extreme Zero, we were treating this sort of like a tryout book for characters.
Yeah.
So we had the first appearance of Cybrid.
Yeah. I colored those ones, and then after the Cybrid stuff that Rob drew, I didn't color it. So anything you see past this is not me.
There's
Only Rob stuff.
Andre Krumov right
Yeah,
there.
I didn't.
So-
I'm just saying because after Rob's stuff, it gets a little.
A little dicey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then this was Chuck. No, this is Marat.
That's Marat. Yep.
I forgot
Oh.
what this team was called. What did it? Does it? I think it should say. It should say. Let me see. Let's go back, because that looks like Chuck Jones right there.
It's a very yellow and brown.
Okay, Law and Order. Then Risk. Risk came in. This was Risk. Then we had Lancers, which was Richard Horry's concept. And then Chap. This is Chap's concept here. I forget what his is called. Code 9. Code 9 was Chap's. Right here. And then lastly, we have this. And I'll break out some fun stuff for you guys just to let you know. That's officially the first appearance of Sniper, and I'm very, very happy, thanks to the generosity of Mr. Brian Duke Scanlon for gifting me the page back.
Wow.
This is the first appearance of Sniper, original art, and I think it probably ended up going to Harrison or something.
Yeah.
You'll see I gave him a cigar, but I decided that he didn't smoke. So I took it out. So you can see in the whiteout, you can see a little bit of that
Yeah,
glare.
you can.
that glare that he had a cigar.
And everyone else will get to see it in the artist edition.
It's true. That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
That's one of the greatest things about those artist editions.
Oh,
Seeing the
seeing
white
all
out, yeah, the
bits
actual-
bits
yeah.
and pieces. So
Love that.
we have Sniper in here, and you can see I already had the rips and tears all the way in the first appearance. We have Gorilla. We don't see much of him, and then we see Dojo, who we didn't really get to explore too much.
Hey, go back. I think your picture is a little bit past Rob's there, towards the bios.
Oh, you're talking about these?
Yeah.
So this is a bit of trivia. Who knows who drew these?
Shit, I don't know.
I know who drew them. I'll tell you who drew them. This is Marlo Alquiza.
Really?
Yeah, Marlo, the inker.
Did he do all the trading cards too, or
This is the
oh,
same
those
art
are the
from the trading cards.
Right.
So you can tell how old this particular comic is because Rob just turned 52.
Wow.
So this is a 20. It says I think this is a 27-year-old comic.
Yeah.
August of '93. Okay.
Yep, 93.
So this is 26 years. So technically, Black Flag is 26 years old, even though the book itself is.
Stop stalling.
Yeah.
Get to the picture of you, because it's kind of funny.
This one, Tug Life, is 20 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, big time Thug Life. Chuck Jones,
Yeah.
Richard Horry, Chap Yape. I mean,
he looks pretty much the same.
yeah, he does. I mean,
Yeah, Pinocchio.
they captured everybody,
Yep.
the essence of everybody.
Norm.
Bam!
Yeah, I'm in there too.
Yep.
Yep.
Kurt Hathaway, Eric Stevenson,
Yep.
that Snakebite Cortez right there.
Oh, are we revealing stuff to?
Huh?
I
Who are you
never.
revealing? They don't.
It's got his name.
Huh? Who?
Alright.
Byron?
Yeah.
He didn't care.
Oh, he doesn't care. All
He
right.
didn't care.
All right.
If he does, he
Mr.
can come. He
Mr.
can.
Bite.
I welcome him to come all the way out to Georgia, to my house, to whoop my ass, and
And have a beer.
and have a beer,
Yeah.
and a session,
Yeah.
and then we everything will be all good. So let's see. Let's go on the wheel of spins, and this is called the randomized pick. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna pull a comic out. Oh,
Wait. First of all, don't kick over my beer, and can I please have it?
absolutely.
All right.
All right, guys. I talk about a concept called iconography. And iconography is something that is instantly recognizable. The Mickey Mouse head, the Superman S, the Batman bat symbol, Spider-Man, the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man #1 cover. Anything that's been wildly homaged, swiped, had tributes made to it. This particular cover is a heavy lifter when it comes to iconography. You get shots like this. You get shots like this. And it had been a while. I mean, this was probably, what, 90? Let me see what year this was. It's hard to see. 1990. I was good. Good. 1990. Okay. Captain America did not look this cool. Maybe Mike Zeck or John Burns, but nobody drew him like this. And he was chilling with Wolverine. Wolverine in the 40s, fighting Nazis and ninjas. And then you got to throw in Black Widow, who, you know, she had her team-up book with Daredevil back in the day, but this was an unlikely combo, making this book a classic. Let's jump into some drawing. Why don't we? I'm gonna set my my drawing stuff up. I like your iPad.
Thanks.
Is this the new one?
Yeah, it's the one I showed you last time.
Oh right.
Remember?
That's right, but it's like it's a oh, and I like the little.
Yeah, it feels nice. The whole
Yeah.
thing, it's really
Yeah.
pretty good.
Mine is One Generation.
I got that one too, but yeah,
One
that one's
generation.
nicer. Yep.
Mine is one generation. Generation.
Yeah, I've got.
I'll tell you,
I've got one of those.
I still don't feel I've gotten my money's worth out of it.
Really?
I can't use it. Nothing I can do with it.
Yeah, you can.
Is there?
I use mine all the time.
What do you do with it?
You can do Netflix still. You can still use it as an e-reader.
picture
still,
frame?
Still go. No, come on. You can go online with it still.
Really?
I use it for I use mine for Pinterest. You know,
I'll have
you
to
could
bust it
it
out and
plays
see.
audiobooks.
Yeah.
It'll play podcasts. It's like
Huh. Okay, I
It's
haven't
like-
messed around
yeah,
with
yeah,
it
yeah,
because I
it's-
couldn't update anything
yeah,
last time.
you can't really update too
Yeah.
much.
And I just still don't feel I've gotten my money's worth.
No.
You know.
I'm gonna steal that from you, Andre, because I need it to switch, do the switch. So here we are. There you guys are. There you guys are. What up, Sharky Draws? How are you, sir? I'm just checking out the comments and stuff. There's only 2 cards. Well, that's like I said. That's pretty excellent. That I don't have to chase down those other ones. So last night I used a set of pens, and they are on the floor now. Called Pit Pens.
Oh yeah.
We'll get a look at them. So here are our Pit Pens. Thank you, sir. That works out quite well. So here's our Pit Pens. They come in a variety of sizes. You got extra small, fine, medium, and they go in that order because small is actually smaller than fine.
Wait,
Okay.
what video? What?
We're here.
Your shirt's working there?
Yeah, I'm certain. I'm looking at it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, see, boom, see, it changed over.
There
That's
we
the
go.
thing. Remember,
Delayed,
that's why
delayed.
you hear me every now and then say, "Yo, we're like 20 minutes or 20 seconds delayed," and I'm raising my glass so in the corner of my eye I can see that gesture so I can gauge how far off we are.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So
just-
today's word is ornament. Let me see how live up I can get. There we go. That's as live up as I can get. I have no idea what I'm gonna draw. Seriously, I don't. This is one of those.
You know, it would be cool.
What would be cool?
Just because it keeps. You had said the card ornament thing. You know, the Rolls Royce, that lady on the Rolls Royce. I mean, you could probably do some really cool ornamental, stylized version. I don't know. Just popped in my head for no reason.
That could be fun. That could be
But
fun.
there's-
I have to
there's
do it for.
others.
I'm gonna do it from memory. You helped me cheat really well the other day. And I call it a cheat because a lot of these drawings are exercises from memory. So I was trying to do darkness from memory, but you sent me that shit, and it was so tempting to look at, so I looked at it. But
You mean
nobody.
Legend?
No, he's not called Legend.
Oh,
the movie is Legend.
oh,
His name is
he's got a
Darkness.
name?
Darkness.
Oh, he's
I
Darkness.
didn't know that.
All right.
Yeah, I believe that's his name.
Shit, I
Guys,
watched
tell me
that
if I'm
movie
wrong.
No, you're right.
You're probably right.
You're probably right. I just I didn't know he had a name.
I haven't seen that movie.
Yeah, Darkness.
Oh,
Tim Curry. Well, it's weird. It's a weird
It's-
movie.
It's
a weird
it's
movie.
the,
All right, guys.
it's
Sorry
the best.
about my ugly mug. You're watching the Couchdoodles show. You get a little bit of that plug over there. We got Matt Yackey, Andre Kromoff, that guy back there who is constantly in VR. His name is Stanley. He's wearing my Dark Knight shirt, and the reason why he's wearing my Dark Knight shirt is because it doesn't fit me. I bought that at Fat Collectibles about 3 years ago, and it's the only size they had. It's the classic Frank Miller jumping piece, and you know, a dead body on the front of a car. Man, you crazy. His name is Darkness. Darkness, everybody. I had to do, you know, I'm talking about Charlie Murphy. Yeah, darkness, everybody. All right, here we go. Let's jump in. Okay, Ethan is also co-signing the ornament on the car. He said a dead body. I don't know about the dead body.
That would be an ornament.
It would be.
It
It
would
would be a useless
Especially here in
decoration.
Atlanta.
Yeah, true that.
Oh man.
I'm gonna give another peek of this.
You can make it like an action ornament.
This is my very third sculpture I've ever done. I did this one with a toothpick in my hands.
Yeah, that looks good.
And thanks, man. I'm hoping to get better and from imagination. That's like I said. I like to challenge my brain. Okay, let's jump in. Those some kind words, Mark. You said best live drawing stream around. Shit, now there's pressure.
Oh, no beats? No beats?
Beats.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
said that? Who said that?
Good point.
That was Michael Green.
Yeah.
Mr. Green. Thank you.
Green.
Moderator Green from California.
Yes.
We have them. They just weren't playing loud.
Yes. Yeah, beats are always good.
There we go. We're going to turn off the fan.
Oh yeah.
Take that white noise out. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Let me check the edges of the frame. Here, 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 here. Okay. I'm going to go with what Andre said, I think, but I'm going to do my own version. Maybe with some of what Ethan had in mind. I don't know. Yeah, let's do this. Those beats are really loud.
So sometimes when you're doing this live, Ethan
Yeah.
gets on his and is live streaming as well.
Yeah.
What if we used your camera to look at my phone, watching this stream while he streams that whole thing going on,
And then put it in the corner?
and then see what happens? See if we
That's a weird
break
idea.
reality.
That's a weird idea. You want to do that?
No.
No, you
At some
can't. Because
point,
look,
we don't
no,
have to.
look. Here's the thing, Ethan. Are you streaming right now? Are you streaming? E, let me know because if you are,
Can we break reality?
we could break reality by doing this, right? So if I add this phone as a camera, so I'm adding this as a camera. Okay, cameras.
You really want to be messing with technology when your clock on the wall doesn't even work?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, there is a bit of irony to that.
Still 5:40
Yeah.
in California.
Yeah. Shit, man, it died. It died right at the right time. But okay.
Yes, it is Inception stuff.
So if you do, you let me know when it's on, because that camera, it's not active.
Okay.
It's not active on the show, but I can make it active right now. So now,
What?
the people on the
I don't
stream,
know if he's.
they're in your lap right now, bro.
They are. Hey, everybody. You know you want to be here.
Stream each other streaming, but don't cross streams.
Well,
That'd be
that's
weird.
what we're trying to do, but I don't know. He may not be. He may not even be in there now.
Maybe. Who knows? I
He
asked.
might be. He's probably live streaming.
Streamception.
Busy man.
Yeah, well, check. Just go to Comic Artists.
All right. I gotta
Yeah.
figure out how to do that.
That's easy.
Still loud. I can still turn down a little more if you want.
Let's watch you for a bit, and I'll just see if.
Well, we're on me right now.
Oh, are we?
I turned it down a little bit already, but
Okay. Here we go. Weird. Yeah, let me know how that.
Streamception. Yes. Just trying to break reality because it can't hurt.
Because if I do this, this is a third camera on Matt Yackey.
Oh. I'm trying to figure this out on my phone. I don't ever do this stuff on my phone.
Lap dance time.
What?
That's what somebody said, but they gotta chip you off some cheddar. Does it flip? Now you're upside down.
Oh,
Upside down in this world.
yes. I can't.
There. That's a very artistic shot of Matt Yackey. Look at him dancing in the triangle. You gotta see,
Oh yeah, there.
you gotta see yourself grooving, bro.
Oh yeah. Now I'm
Oh,
catching
yeah.
it. Oh hey.
He's in the triangle too. All right, let's switch back. Enough mess around. But if you find Ethan on his stream, we can stream him streaming in the corner of our stream. Gently down the stream, merrily.
Stream does need more cameras.
You know what, Chauncey, you might be right. He
That's
might
what-
be eating pie. That's a good point. That is a good point. We have more cameras, and eventually we're going to use the robo cameras, and then, like I said, get Matt Yackey and Andre super involved on making the show.
Yes.
But man,
That'll be good.
yeah,
Those interviews are going to be incredible.
Oh man, I have some bad news regarding those interviews. Not as a whole.
Yeah.
I took a little time off today in between drawing to take care of some things, and one of them was getting some of the interviews off of my phone.
Oh no.
The Freddie Williams interview is MIA. I can't find it anywhere, and it's the last one that I shot.
Yeah.
And I was pretty sure that I had shot it on my iPhone, my phone, not the spares, and it wasn't there. So then I checked the other phones, and it's literally nowhere to be found.
Oh no.
Jason, today's word is ornament. That's what it is. It's ornament. So I know it looks like I'm drawing a skull, which I am. I'm drawing a skull, but for good reason.
You know, I just random stuff. I was watching Rob Liefeld yesterday. Came up in my stream
Yeah.
for Facebook
Yeah.
because he was talking about how much of an inspiration Jack Kirby was,
Yes.
and that he was on stage,
Yes.
and it was pretty crazy. I mean, it was and this not what he was saying is crazy. What he was saying was just that he had pictures of him with Jack Kirby, and then even when some of those videos that you had discussed that he'd actually made with Todd and the others in that.
Yeah.
But no, the part that was crazy is just how much energy Rob still has. I mean, I haven't seen him in a while, and he's pretty amped up. He's a pretty, you know. There was a guy that was translating into sign language, and he was like, I should slow down because I don't know if you can move your hands as fast.
They can. You know what, dude? There was a rapper named Logic who super raps, like he raps speed rapping style, you know, and he had a sign language person, and that person was like just jamming.
Nice. That's funny.
So what did in the back of your car and bump it? Man, I wish Ethan was gonna be streaming. That would have been a trip.
Well, I don't know if he could do that with his camera. Right?
Who's
Have to figure that
his?
out. Yeah, if he can. Well, we could stream him.
We could stream him. Yeah, exactly. We don't need him streaming us. I
If
don't.
he could stream us, streaming him.
That would just be
Through my-
okay.
yeah.
That would just be really freaking convoluted and weird.
Yeah.
See, Akuma likes Fragaboom, man. I'm gonna make the tracks public, like so you can download them. I was gonna give them away as a perk or whatever those things are called for Black Flag, because we sold this tape in the back. And an interesting story. Oh, Ethan just went live.
Yeah, that's
He's live. Go on his thing. Okay, so interesting story. The very, very, very first person to ever buy a Fragaboom tape. You know who it is?
No.
It's a 15-year-old kid from Bakersfield. Okay?
All right.
He bought it. He showed me his samples. And I said, man, you're the first guy to ever buy my tape. He's like, oh, man, cool. That's so dope. I said, I'm never going to forget you, man. In fact, here's my number. I gave him my phone number.
Yeah.
And he would call me up and come over to my house a bunch. Yeah. And
trying to think
his
who is-
samples look like Will Spertasio, right?
Okay.
And he wanted to get a job at Extreme, but he also had an opening and an interview at Wildstorm.
Oh.
Anyway, young Lee Bermejo
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Funny.
is the very first guy. Lee Bermejo is the very first person to ever buy a Fragaboom tape.
Wow.
And I told him, like, at the time, like I said, he's a high school kid. I said, I'm
Yeah.
never gonna forget you. You're gold to me, dude. You're gold forever.
How funny.
And now he's Lee Bermejo.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know who that is, but is that?
Oh, he's fucking awesome.
Yeah, he's incredible.
He is grand slam.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's incredible.
That's pretty cool.
Wow, that's what I didn't realize that.
He's drawing Cyberfrog.
Oh, is it? I can't.
You could re-release the cassette as a cassette. Then nobody would be able to listen to it. Maybe it's a cassette with a QR code so you can download it. I think maybe that's what we would have to do. Cassettes are coming back, but our cassette players. In fact, I know they are because Logic the rapper has been on a crazy retro kick.
Oh, yeah.
And he posted like he's on tour right now, and he posted like, here's my tour bag. And like part of me, I go, okay, the kid was born in 1990, so I like part of me rolls my eyes and goes, oh my god, you're funny.
Yeah.
Like you're being so cool with shit that was so not cool when it was cool.
Yeah.
He had an Instamatic camera,
Oh, wow.
a couple Instamatics, some cassette tapes. He
Yeah.
has a guy, and I mean this is cool. I guess if you're a rich dude, he has a guy that will convert things to very clean VHS copies. But the guy also makes the boxes, and he makes them super retro looking. So you could get a
that's
brand spanking new movie
Yeah.
in a VHS box that this guy makes custom.
That's awesome. I
Yeah,
think the last Chili Peppers album, they sold cassettes of it as well.
that's cool.
I remember buying that online and seeing that as an option.
Is Ethan on?
I can't.
Actually, no, I know how to do this. I have a better way, Matt.
Yeah.
I have a better way. I don't even have to put the camera on yours. I can go to Switchercast, start broadcast, right? 3, 2, 1. Go.
But there's.
Microphone
I think
on.
if you just disappear suddenly, well, we know we hit the wrong button.
Yeah.
No, this is gonna work. This is gonna work.
Well, I know we can stream him, but do we need to get him streaming us, and then we need to get a third? I'm confusing myself now. We gotta figure that out.
It's like my fitness on a motherfucking hit list. Okay, let's see if it's coming in. Oh dang, it's upright. I gotta do this.
That looks like Return of the Living Dead right there.
What does?
Brains.
Oh, this? Yeah,
Yes.
it is.
Brains.
Okay, start broadcast.
Oh, busted in the damn head. That's my favorite line out of that movie.
I like.
Oh, busted in the damn head.
I could smell your brains. They smell so spicy.
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be
I
upright.
kind of like Zombieland, even though it's kind of dumb, but
The new one or
the
the
old.
There we
the first
go.
one? Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah,
I did see that.
I haven't seen this. Obviously, I don't know.
He's on. He's on. So we go like this, and then I do A, like this. This is A, and this is B. So then we tap this. I'm gonna turn it down.
Oh.
Watch this. I'm gonna write in there.
And then once it shows up.
We are streaming you.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
There we go. So now we have 2 streams.
Okay, now it's showing up on mine.
Yeah, is it?
Now,
Good.
Yeah. Now, what if we start streaming my phone, streaming your stream with his in the.
Okay, now you're getting crazy, man.
Well, my battery's getting close to dying here.
It's probably the universe saying we don't need to.
Yeah, so you're gonna break something in people's heads.
Because remember when he started revealing all the stuff with Black Flag and then the sound cut out?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we got Ethan's stream in the background. You guys can't even see it probably. If you're on your phones, it's probably.
We're probably breaking some rules.
Yeah. All right.
Actually, you might
We'll
have a
get back
point
to
there.
drawing. We'll get back to drawing.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, we should draw.
they'd be like, you don't have the right to stream somebody's other stream.
You're a pirate.
You're a pirate.
Right.
Arr. Arr. Pirates. Stream stuff. Yes. It is madness. I'm sorry. We bring it with us sometimes.
I know Mike Miller wants to do something next week. Just deadline wise, I was trying to tell him, like, deadline wise, I don't know if I can do it. He has a thing called Drawn and Quarterly where, like, guys come on and they basically have, like, a battle royale with drawing, you know?
Okay. Yeah, I've heard about it. I've never watched it, but.
And what do you call it? But he was saying, no, man, what you do is during your stream, you stream, but you also have another camera that is ported in through Google Hangouts, which is on my stream. So you're a guest on my show while you're doing your show. And I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, Mike actually came up with that today. And I was like, yo, maybe, you know, like, it all depends. Just because, like, work has been so incredibly busy.
Yeah.
That
I've got a lot of work right now too.
it's good. It's good to be busy.
It is. It is.
And I'm trying to learn, like, because this is, like, new. Like, back when I was freelancing all the time, I kind of understood my ebbs and flows. And that's why we were able to go out and, like, you know, do dilly-dally for, like, 2 weeks because I knew I didn't have shit to do. But now, you know, with He-Man and the TV shows and, like, commercials revving up for Christmas and, like, it gets a little crazy.
Yeah. I can imagine.
You are watching the Couchdoodles show. I'm with our guests today. I'm talking about... Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Mr. Matt Yackey. That's my face. Mr. Matt Yackey.
Hello.
He's in the house. Andre Kromoff. Mr. Whiny Wino. And we are back here. That's my ceiling. We want to be looking at that guy right there. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for joining the chaos today. It all started when my clock decided that it would stop 15 minutes before 6, and I kept thinking, I got time. Is the reason you use YouTube instead of Twitch for streaming? I might have answered this question. I don't use Twitch because I don't know it well enough, and Twitch is, from what I understand, a really great streaming platform. I know Jim Lee uses it. A couple other guys use it. I'm not sure how to, like, my great ambition when I decided I wanted to start doing more videos way back in 2016 is when I decided. I started my YouTube channel in, I think it was 2000. If you look it up, it says something like 2000.
Yeah, because you were doing those T-shirts in your garage.
Yeah, it was like 2006 or
Those
2009.
Fragaboom T-shirts.
Yeah, and I wanted to do it all. I was looking to do Twitch. I wanted to do Periscope. In fact, I wanted to figure out, because this streaming software I have running right now will multicast. It will do YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Periscope all at the same time.
Oh wow!
And for Twitch, you need a custom address for it. But to do that, you have to get the pro version, and the pro version is like something stupid, like $700 a year.
Whoa!
Like, well, because it's, I mean, think about it. It's a service you're streaming to,
Yeah.
like. So I was thinking about doing that, but then I realized, like, yeah, okay, 2006. So I've been a member of YouTube since YouTube started.
Yeah.
But I never really maximized it, and so when it's like the advice I gave to Mr. W yesterday about getting good at one thing first instead of, like, trying to figure everything out, little increments of everything,
Yeah.
then you're just gonna be like, oh, I'm okay at that. So YouTube, I decided YouTube, I would read up on it, look, you know, I learned and understood things like affiliated marketing and monetization and things like that. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna focus on YouTube first because I don't see a lot of Twitch.
Night, Bob.
Night, Bob.
He's off.
Want a drink?
Good. Thank you.
Yeah, Twitch is really gamer heavy. That's the other thing I noticed too. Exactly right. I saw that a lot of gaming, not a lot of art, but also like content-wise, the kind of content I want to do. Like for example, when the interviews start airing, you don't see a lot of like pre-recorded stuff on Twitch. And I didn't feel like being able to cross the speak of the devil. What up, Mr. W? We just mentioned you. I thought if I was doing live streams on Twitch, but doing other videos on YouTube, it would get really messy, you know? It's already bad enough trying to do a Twitter and a Facebook and an Instagram, but I don't know. And Twitter's interesting to me. I mean, it's the fucking hive of scum and villainy is really what it is. And it is, dude. And it's sometimes it's hard to be on it, you know.
Yeah, nobody really likes talking to a bunch of 6-year-olds. That's what it is.
That's
I mean, you can argue with the neighbor kid, and it's this kind of the same thing.
That's true.
Yeah, I just use it to randomly post stuff I've worked on or repost stuff, and that's about it.
I try to.
I got to 20,000 followers.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then after that, I said, well, that's plenty for me. I think I'm done with this.
Do you still have that account?
Yeah. Like I said, I got bored at 20.
You should give it to me, bro.
You are welcome to have it.
No, I'm serious. Like, if you give me 20,000 people.
What I have found, there's one thing that's kind of interesting that came out of that, is that if you, and I post stuff that's usually about either you or some other useful thing. I don't post dumb shit. And
yeah.
But the one thing that's kind of interesting is that once they put in the analytics, you get kind of to see that out of 20,000 people, this amount of people, click through and look at your profile and blah blah blah. And to be very honest, the percentages are pretty low.
It doesn't matter,
Yeah.
but dude, you're basically like, I would say that 20,000 is of value. It's almost like those people that played Ultima. Remember the Ultima Online or whatever?
Yeah.
And people would get these characters worked up, and then somebody sold their character for like.
Yeah, that's the thing.
that.
It's kind of like my brother. He, that's another whole story. But he's very good at gaming things to do with money, and I'm very risk averse as far as money goes. But I'm not saying I did anything. I didn't buy any of those followers. I just figured out how Twitter worked, and like I said, at around 20, I just got bored.
Yeah.
And I said, no, 20's
Well,
fine.
I mean, those are eyeballs, and like going back to Jason's question. So YouTube, they changed their monetization rules on February of last year, which was like a kick to my nuts because I was getting geared up. I had all these plans and was gonna start doing tutorials and things like that, and do what's called affiliated marketing. So affiliated marketing is where, so for example, and I haven't done this yet, and I probably will, but you'll see me talk about certain things that I like, and they suggest having things that you like and that you, when you endorse them, that you really are. And then there's links that you can put in some of my older videos. If you look them up, you can see like what camera I use, what books I read, what pens I use, what green screen I use, that sort of thing. And if you were to purchase after going to that link, purchase anything from those links, I would get a small piece of that sale.
Yeah.
Which that. It can add up, and
So you're selling groceries.
My brother actually called me about that the other day, and he was talking at me because it's basically a one-way conversation. But he was basically saying that you should totally get into that.
You were telling me about that, and I've been thinking about that.
Oh no, that's what I'm trying to say.
I'm gonna do that.
I was cleaning up my garage and stuff, and so I basically just kind of listened at what he was saying. But a lot of what he was saying is what Dan was saying.
Yeah.
He was like, it doesn't even matter what the thing that you're trying to make money on the affiliate is.
Yeah.
He was talking about chocolate. You know, he was like, well, you know, you can just, you know, he was like, I'll get you the domains, you know, and then you just put up affiliate links for chocolate, and you get paid for doing nothing, which is an awesome thing because I can vouch for that because up until Apple took down most of my apps, I was just basically doing nothing and getting paid for it.
Okay, guys.
See, that's what I need because I don't want to do anything, but I really want to get paid.
Yeah.
See, this is where I find that maybe I'm a weird motherfucker.
Yeah.
If I was like let's say I had enough money that I didn't have to worry about anything, like just dumb money, and like my money was making stupid money.
Oh yeah.
I would still draw. I would still do YouTube.
Yes, you would.
Yeah.
I totally understand.
You just do it without worrying about the money.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing because I can't not, like, when I do nothing, I get really restless.
Yeah, oh no, I agree with that.
That's the thing.
I would just find other things. I wouldn't color.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah.
I wouldn't touch a computer.
No.
I would. I don't know. I don't know. Photography and fishing.
Yeah.
I would basically turn
I'd fish.
the Couchdoodle show into a traveling show.
Yeah. And hang out. I
That'd be pretty
would
cool.
pay you guys to hang out.
Well,
Oh, you wouldn't have to pay me to hang out with you, Matt Yaki.
I mean, that's why we're here.
I've been hanging out with you for 20 years
I know.
and been lucky for it.
I was literally just sitting in the driveway drinking a beer.
Why? When you say sitting in a driveway,
All right,
I know your driveway and it's gorgeous, but like to me it sounds like you're in your car going, I got nowhere to go. I'm just gonna drink fucking beer. You know?
No, my driveway is very, very high up. It's trees, and you're basically like on the mountain in the forest.
I immediately think of the driveways where I grew up in California. It's just driveways.
Oh shoot! I realized I'm drawing a bunch of shit on here that no one's seeing. Well, no, it's because it's
getting low.
I get out of there.
That's why I was watching the sunset. I was like, you know what? Crossed my mind, and I said, let's see what Matt's doing, and drop on by.
Yeah, no, glad you did.
Yeah, today's been quite the busy day.
Saved me from having to cook fish. I was gonna make dinner, but I wasn't terribly hungry. But
you know what's crazy is we had it's the first time Brianna's made it, and because the kids, they don't like shrimp.
Yeah.
Chance does. Chance likes shrimp, but the other kids don't.
Yeah.
But she made shrimp scampi today.
Ooh.
Yeah, god damn, it was so good. It was so good. Like she's like dinner. I'm like, yo, going up the stairs. I'm like, yo, the house smells nice. What's happening? And yeah, it was like so good. It's all buttery and lemony and garlicky and.
Yeah, we bought some
happy
trout the other day. And
love trout.
Yeah, me too. It's been a while. It's the first time we bought any since moving out here.
Trout?
No, didn't.
You know who has good trout, like on the regular?
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel.
Really?
You go to Cracker Barrel, they have this thing called the fancy dinners.
Yeah.
And you can get two trout fillets plus 3 fixins. So I get like 2 collard greens. Sometimes I get the dumplings because their dumplings are like.
I've never been to Cracker Barrel.
They're all right. The one we go to is good. There was one that my mother-in-law went to on the way moving out here. She said, "I'll never go there again. That's the most awful place I've ever been to." And then Brianna and I went one day to one, and I'm like, I don't know what she's talking about. This is pretty decent. It's like old comfort foods. Yeah. But you know that Buffalo Wild Wings is awesome. Yeah, Jason Bascom said he had some Wild Wings. I like Wild Wings. You know that feeling when you're sleeping and you're in your covers and you're like, I don't want to get out. And it's not that you're tired. It's just that warm.
That's every day.
Yeah. Pretty much
you guys. Fuck you guys.
That this morning.
I have to purchase it in the form of chicken dumplings.
Oh.
That's what I'm trying to say about Cracker Barrel. It's like you eat a spoonful and you kind of close your eyes and you go,
I make a wicked breakfast burrito that will put you into a coma.
Yeah.
carb coma.
Yeah.
But it's so good. Oh,
Dang. Is that
But,
potatoes?
speaking of which,
Yes.
for the aquarium trip, I'm going to be hopefully in Florida, but
far away.
For the trip that you invited me to, I'm going to be really far south, hopefully.
no, I hopefully I mean I don't know the weather and all that, but
Yeah.
but I was just saying to him that you're going to go to the aquarium. And
Yeah,
then
on Saturday.
Before you go, definitely go to Nuevo Laredo. Like I used to live next to the place literally for 8 years.
Yeah.
I never went there until just recently, and it's the best. It's like
It is. It's the Mexican food you'd get in Southern California.
Okay,
Good
you need to let Brianna know then
I'm
because
letting you know.
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm irresponsible
The only
when
thing
it
is
comes
just-
to
it's
anything
always
but get
got-
my
it's
job
always
done.
got a fuckload of people in front.
Yeah, super busy.
Super busy, but they get you in fairly fast, and
They do.
chips and sauce is incredible in of
But,
itself.
yeah, it is good.
I like good salsa, that's for sure.
And I've moved back and forth across this country a number of times now over the last 10 years. And outside of, Southern California where I grew up,
Yes.
it's probably the best Mexican food.
But
Except
that-
for this one little place
Yeah,
in Oregon.
In Taco Villa, that's the opposite of Nuevo Laredo. That's
Yeah.
that's like street
That was good,
street
though.
food.
It was.
That's like street food
And
Mexican.
that was good. But Nuevo
Nuevo
Laredo
Laredo's
reminded me of
Yeah.
every little
Yep.
place I ever
And
went
everybody
to
there
growing
speaks
up.
Spanish, and it's like literally has not changed since the 90s. They got literally poster art in the men's bathroom that is that poster from the 1990s.
That's awesome.
Kitchen Doodles, art and food. Yes.
Yeah, man.
Ooh, should do a food review show.
I'd like to do a cooking show, dude. Maybe.
So I'd do that.
You know what? It could
Nito
be like,
burritos.
oh, yeah.
You should come to the kitchen. That never
Ooh.
gets used.
Ooh, yeah. Andrea's got.
I've been to
Oh
Andre's
yeah,
house.
you've seen.
I like your kitchen.
I'm just
know.
saying that no one ever uses it.
What drives me crazy,
beautiful.
man? I'm gonna kick this this one over real quick. What drives me real crazy is you have that sweet 70s shag room.
I was gonna say if you want that, that's gonna be hopefully taken out sooner than later because that room's got to get cleaned up. And yeah, we have literally carpet from 1972 because the house was built in 1972, and it's still there. Matt took photos of it for his filter.
It looks like
Because-
fire. It looks like fire as a shag carpet.
Yeah.
I showed it to my father who
Yeah.
used to install carpet in the
Yeah.
70s for my grandfather who owned a carpet store in the 70s.
He's like, that's SKU
And
number
he did. He recognized.
XPYF3.
He's like, oh, that's a very nice shag, and he knew the name and all this stuff. It was great.
That's awesome.
It is incredible.
But the funny thing about that room is that, I mean, you've both seen it, but along the lines of what you're talking about when you were having that Chris story earlier, is that it's got a bunch of doors.
Right.
And you don't really know what you're going to do with the doors except for, maybe play some sexy games or something because there's literally
going on
there's a wall of doors and then there's a room to the side that
Right. What was
a
that
room
room
with
for?
another room
For cameras.
with a closet.
yeah, and it's like you it's like what's behind door number 1 and there's literally 5 doors.
Yeah.
So, and
that's
then
true.
you get whatever's behind door number 1 and you go to the side.
Yeah. What should be a closet has a closet.
Yep. That place
And
is
its
great.
own bathroom. Yeah, it is.
So
It's cool.
you gotta wonder what they were actually doing in the 70s in that room.
Yeah.
What
On
weren't
that-
they doing?
On that carpet.
Yeah, what more?
I bet
I
you.
actually haven't gotten any black lights, so I'm not.
I don't want to see that. I'm wondering how much cocaine is in that thing.
No, I know.
Yeah. Shock me.
Northeast Ohio, yeah, dude. It's
Cool here too.
yeah. I was gonna say it's really start. It was this morning when I took my kids to school. It was 43, but I mean that's
Nice.
morning. That's morning. But
I love it. I've been waiting for the cold weather.
oh, dude, see, you and I knew you and I were tribe, bro. Like everybody in my family, and when I say my family, I mean the household here.
Yeah.
They're all warm
know.
weatherists,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yo, I can't wait for the fall.
Yeah,
Like-
Christine's the same way. She loves the warmth and heat. That's why she loved. She was really happy that we moved back here to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I miss the snow.
I don't miss any
I love
snow.
the snow, man. I didn't. I grew up with
You're not gonna miss it here because
perpetual summer.
Right.
Well, no, I know.
There's literally 5 trucks for the whole state.
I know.
Nobody knows what to
No,
do with
I-
snow.
I was here for the snowpocalypse.
Yeah.
of 2011.
Snowmageddon.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I Colorado was the best because Colorado.
They got real snow.
Well, they got real snow in the winter. It was Southern California in the summer, just super hot. You're just a mile closer to the sun, so you get burnt really fast, and it's really dry there. But spring is just beautiful because everything just comes into bloom. It's amazing.
I was going to say, Dan, you haven't had any of your wine.
Here we go, guys. Here is ornament.
Oh,
This
nice.
camera's about to die, but here it is. Kind of wacky and weird. I'm gonna kill this camera out. Actually, I'm gonna pop the plug back into it, but we're gonna switch over to this, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna set you on a tripod, and this is a really cool thing for like live streams in the future. See this? This is a battery pack, and this thing will last. I think it's you could plug a phone into it and have it running a stream for like a good 30 hours if we wanted to.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Which is excellent.
Oh, I need the heat. It's like the planet off up here. I understand, especially coming from Maryland.
Yeah.
It was Maryland was cold. It got really cold. I like having a little of
You got
both.
Matt? Yeah.
Matt's in
no,
there.
you got his
Yeah,
head.
in there.
You got his
Let me
head.
do this.
Oh no, I
Let me
show
do
up
this.
in the stream because
There we go. And then if I do
got my head.
There you go.
this.
Well, no, you got to be...
Yeah.
I'm going to have to get back to camera work here for a minute.
Why, man? Oh. I like how you brought your good chair.
I brought my own chair this time.
That's his chair.
I
When he
brought my
says
own
he's
chair.
sitting in his driveway, that's what he's
Yeah,
sitting
you
in.
can show people. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
When I sit, I'm not sitting in the driveway. I'm sitting on this chair,
Yeah.
drinking a beer.
Yeah, the driveway.
Yeah, and it used to be
What up, Rooster Puncher?
with my
How you
dog
doing,
Butters.
dude? It's good to see you.
But he's dead.
We are having the complete crazy version of the Couchdoodle show today.
It's still 5:45.
It's still 5:45.
Make sure to get Matt.
I'm here.
in there.
I'm gonna squeeze you out. Hey. Let's see what can we pull out that would be an extra batch of fun for the awesome boom room, the Couchdoodlers, as
I've shown the Essential X-Men 6, which I've now bought because of the Art Adams stuff in there. And
I
then
showed
there's
them
the
that
very
a couple.
limited
I
stuff. Okay, you did.
showed them
All right.
that a little while ago.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm gonna show them a book that they may not even be on their radar. This is gonna be a lot of fun for you guys. It's by a guy named Victor de la Fuente. And I'm not sure what Fuente means, but he's of it. Here it is. It's a book called Hagarth. And what's great about Hagarth, and it's one of those gem of books, is that there's a lot of really good value play in this. A lot of solid black and white work.
I've never seen it.
See, there we go. Matt Yackey hasn't seen it. Let's see. I wonder if they say where it's from. I don't know if it's Italian, Spanish, Espanol, Tradiciones de el Español, because it's got a G in it, yo. All right, so this guy's stuff is fantastic.
Wow.
Look at this. Very simple. This setup here, really nice placement of blacks. Really good compositional breakdown.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And I'll tell you, the guy who I basically sniped learning about this book from, I gotta give him credit, is Joe Jusko.
Oh.
Joe Jusko had posted having it on his
Oh, and this
Facebook.
I've bought a few books that he's posted about.
Yeah.
I missed this one.
But this stuff kind of reminds me of like, sort of, it's like Topi and Zafino without any rendering. Like if you threw rendering on this, it would feel like Zafino, but it's not rendered. There's like little to no rendering. A lot of it is just where the placement of the blacks are. And like for me, since I'm trying to do this on He-Man, I'm being very conscious of it. I mean, look at those stairs. I just want to stares at them. Anyhow,
Yeah, that's nice.
look at that. Just incredible stuff.
It's like that one dude from Akira. He's the one that floats around.
They're all a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark Trafford was saying that EVS was giving away Cyberfrog spoilers. D, buddy, thank you so much for stopping in. You have a wonderful night, dude.
Oh yeah.
You're not gonna get any Black Flag spoilers. I'm just gonna
No,
let you know
no.
that. No Black Flag spoilers. And
The stream would cut out anyway.
yeah, we've learned. We've learned that the universe doesn't like that to happen. Thank you guys for joining. I'd like to be able to answer some questions for you guys. So if you have any questions or talking points that we could jump into, feel free to ask them. I'm gonna grab this tripod again. The lighting in here is absolutely horrible, and I love it. Anything that puts 50 pounds on me. You know, they say the camera puts like 10 pounds on you.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
Move it more this way. Oh, nobody
you
wants
guys,
to see me, dude.
you guys got like. I'm pretty sure when I look at myself in here that there's like 4 cameras on me.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. It's terrible. And all the southern food doesn't help. Doesn't help.
No.
Just the mac and cheese out here is incredible.
Why don't you
No,
sit in this
no,
chair?
it's
Give this
like-
chair a try. It's actually a nice chair.
swap.
Just
Let's
give it
just
a try.
swap.
Good.
No, I don't want to.
Just sit down for a minute.
Your balls are gonna be warm on my
No,
balls,
it's,
man.
go ahead. You sit there. It's a nice chair.
Oh man, it feels good.
It's a good chair.
It feels good.
Yeah, those are good
actually. Yeah, dude. There's a place called, and I will guarantee I know what you'll say after I say it. I'm gonna whisper it in here.
No.
He's gonna change the C to an SH.
Okay. So there's a place I go to called City Barbecue.
Shitty barbecue. Shitty barbecue.
That's exactly what I said you say.
There was a shitty wine in Denver.
Was there?
Shitty wine.
Shitty wine.
Because South
Yeah.
Park. Had
That's awesome. So City Barbecue has this mac and cheese there called Jack Mac.
Ooh.
It's literally the closest thing to my mom's.
Oh wow.
I mean, Brianna can make it.
Whoa.
She's gonna make it for Thanksgiving. My mom's recipe, and she does it right.
I'm here.
And she's upgraded by putting bacon in it.
Oh.
But this place, City Barbecue, dude. I was like, Jack Mac, what's the difference? They're like, oh, we use sharp cheddar and buttermilk and da da. I'm like, steal my mom's recipe.
Yeah,
Because I've had their mac and it's okay,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they're
yeah.
jacked mac, you know. And I had it and I was like, oh shit, it's like
Where is Shitty Barbecue?
It's on Johns Creek in Peachtree Parkway. It's down here.
Okay, it's
It's
out in
here.
this area.
You went with us that one time.
Did I?
Yeah.
Shitty Barbecue?
The barbecue.
Yeah, we all drove down there.
That's right, we did.
Yeah.
But you didn't have Jack Mac.
Oh, I should. I had no idea.
Yeah, we all went there.
Yeah,
Yeah, your mom's mac
That's
and
what
cheese
happened.
was the bomb.
that's what happens. I see
That's
Mike Green. I see Mike Green's icon, but I'm so nearsighted.
No, me too. Yeah.
Is it plugged in?
It's not plugged in.
Well, there you go.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
All right.
Yeah, because I had my battery is dead on my phone, or just about to.
Which member of the Wu-Tang Clan do you relate with flow-wise? That's an interesting question, Mr. Green. The one that I wish I flowed the most like is probably Iron Man Stark. Ghostface Killer. I also like Raekwon. Method Man, I mean, I love Method Man, but his is less about his flow and more about his voice. He's got this thing coming down like this, huh? and it's like that. I like ODBs because there's just like a big case of I don't give a fuck-itis happening with ODB. RZA always sounded like I like RZA's flow, especially on Gravediggers, but he always sounded like he had like a sinus infection. Because he was always up in here. And it always, come in into the square, Bobby like lamb. Like that's, like he sounded like he had something up in his nose piece.
Yeah, too much coke.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, Jason, yeah, that was Deathmate Red. I'll tell you a story about Deathmate Red. Deathmate Red was probably the worst thing that ever happened to me at the time, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Deathmate Red was the very first time that I found out that if I just went as fast as I could do a lot of pages in one sitting.
No.
And it was because I wasn't even supposed to do pages.
Yeah.
Then that book, the deadline was getting blown and there were some contract things at risk. And it was all hands on deck, and I got assigned like 10 pages.
Ooh.
And I did those 10 pages in a day and a half. And they're horrible. They're horrible.
Yeah,
But
I understand.
I saw that I could.
Yeah.
And what that does is it plants this weird seed in the back of your head that like, if I had to. And then that's what ended up happening on the What If issue and the
Maybe
Generation X annual.
It'd be 50% better if I only did 5 a day.
I was gonna say,
Uh-huh.
you know where that story goes, though.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know where that story goes, and I'm not gonna. There's a
What's it go?
colorist that went down this path who colored Spawn. He's not coloring anymore.
Oh,
you
yeah,
could
yeah.
ask Matt about. I'm not mentioning
Again,
names.
but
Oh, he's
yeah,
a color.
He's coloring again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or
I
just-
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, just
I know
because he
exactly
literally
what you're talking
he was doing like 10, 12 pages a day, and they were
Burned out
awesome.
doing that, yeah.
Yeah, and he
just
burned
burned
out.
himself out.
Yeah.
And comics really.
about. Oh, Chauncey's asked a good question.
Okay.
How do the pit pens rank with microns and Copics? What order would you put them in? I haven't really tested these pit pens on anything but this paper because I just got them. I could say they feel pretty natural and good. I've been using Pigma microns for 20-something years. A lot of Black Flag #1 was inked with Pigma microns, especially the black and white edition. I don't like Copics, and it has nothing to do with the ink. It has to do with the size of the barrel. They're just a little too fat, and for a pencil that's okay because you want to move the pencil with your wrist and elbow, and you can get crazy with a thick one. But a Copic or a fine pen, you don't want it really big because it ends up sort of like obstructing being able to go fine. So I'm not a big fan of Copics, but there is a pen, and this is going to feel like affiliated marketing, but it really is not. The people I have a deal with over at Airship Notebooks offer something called an auto quill, which is comparable to a Copic at about I think a third of the cost, and they're not as bulky, so I like those a lot. But I'd have to say I'm still gonna go with Micron. It's archival ink, doesn't fade, and I have boxes of them. Yeah. Larson does magic with a bold Sharpie. I'm gonna warn you guys about using Sharpies right now. If you were to go out there and look for artwork from, say, X-Men #1, and I know this is a fact because I've seen them, X-Men #2, X-Men #3, when you take a look at that original art, you're going to see that the Sharpie is turned brown-ish, and there's a ghosting around the edge that starts green, and then it goes yellow, and then a brown color, like a ghosting, a good 3-4 millimeters outside of, like even if you stayed in the lines, it blooms out. So it literally ruins the artwork.
Yeah,
like
that would,
using a
that'd be
Sharpie ruins your artwork. So sorry Sharpie, I'll use you to sign covers with, but I will not use you to do artwork with.
I'm not gonna say anything else about that.
Oh man, Kevlar, sorry you love Sharpies, man. Yeah, Liefeld uses pit pens. I saw that. saw that. He was one of the guys I had seen. And some turn purple. You're right. I think it just depends.
Purple.
XYZ. What is your Cintiq setup settings? What kind of nib do you use? Brush settings. So I don't know what the nib type is. It's the black one.
That's the regular, right? Yeah, that's just
it's the black
the
one.
standard.
Okay,
nib.
it's the black one. I replace them probably once every year and a half.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, you're a colorist, so you're like.
You're doing a lot.
I
would
guess
think
I'm
you
doing
should
a lot.
No, but I'm
too.
saying, look, you should, see,
do it regularly.
these people don't see, I mean, if you actually had some light on your Cintiq right now,
You'd see all the
you could
scratches.
see the scratches of where it's worn out.
Yeah.
That's how much you use it.
Yeah.
Because I have that same one.
It's so
Granted,
smooth.
I don't do anything
It's so
on it. I
smooth.
let you use it before
Yeah.
you got yours here with
Yeah.
the moving trucks. But I'm saying
Yeah.
you actually wear yours out because you actually use it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've used a couple of different nibs. I use that black nib, the standard that you
Yeah.
have now.
Yeah.
There's also one with a I don't know what they call it. It's got a little
The felt.
felt at the tip.
That's weird.
Well, just at the tip. There's
Yeah.
a white tip,
Yeah.
and I've used that, and I kind of like that because it gives you a little
Drag.
little drag,
Yeah.
and it feels good. But those
Well,
go through them so fast.
And that's something that they've done, which is why you have one of the original Cintiqs,
Aren't they
and
glass
as do
now?
I. Well,
the new one.
that might be glass or plastic. That's not the thing that they changed. But what they did change is they made the texture much more paper-like, and the pen nib as
Oh.
well. So what happens is you literally wear out the pen nibs much quicker on the
Okay.
new Wacom stuff. And I don't think it's because they want to try to make more money. I think
No.
they did it because it feels more like paper.
Yeah,
but
better
the end
feel.
result is that you just go through nibs much
Oh, okay.
faster. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm still on a tablet.
Well, I was doing my house cleaning and I found a brand new Wacom sitting in the box that Gene must have bought. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, I got two Cintiqs
Which
that I'm
one?
not using either. The latest.
Dude,
Oh,
you know
really?
what we gotta do is just set up a studio.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
nothing else, you're not close to that room. That's what's unfortunate. Like Matt's pretty
Oh,
close to that room,
that
but that
bumps
room
me
is
out.
so big, and it was actually used for artistic purposes because the guy would literally paint because it's like one of the walls is a wall of glass. I mean, it's just all
Right.
the light from that sunset that I usually sit in the driveway watching comes into that room. So it's like,
Yeah.
Then we could get nude models to
I'm
go
gonna,
in.
hey, I'm gonna finish the Cintiq question,
Yes.
and then the Jacobius Watson asked a really good question too. Brushes, my pencil and ink brush on Photoshop are custom that I made myself to emulate as close as I could to the materials I like. So then I also, this is something a lot of people don't take into consideration, and this is something that like even Richard, friend, and I had talked about because he inks a lot of people that are digital pencilers. I have my brush settings set against my DPI. So I know that if I have an 11 by 17 at 300 DPI, and I have my pencil that I use set at 4, it is going to be exactly what it would be had it been a real pencil in real life. And I don't really deviate. I'll make it bigger, but I never make it smaller. So then when I go down to do the small figures, one of the problems of doing digital is when you're in small and you have a smaller thing, it's still big to you. So you go in and you detail it, but when you pull out of your page, it's like
It's this big.
it's this big,
Yeah.
and it's like no one's gonna see it, and it's stupid of you to do it, especially like when you get analog inks where someone's inking on top of it.
Yeah,
Um,
I see that with coloring digital artists
yeah,
a lot. 'Cause some of them will do these things, and it will be a single pixel line going around. I zoom in on it; it's 1 pixel, and they're inking that, and I'm like, it's
crazy.
Yeah, you can't. It doesn't
That's
show
crazy.
up.
So then, what I'll end up doing probably, you guys, and I'll need reminders and everything, but maybe I'll post my brushes. I'll just put like a link up with my brushes, and you can download them.
Yeah, because the one thing I have noticed about brushes, I see a lot of digital inkers and people doing that, and I see the brushes they're using, and there's a few guys, I don't know their names, that I've seen on DeviantArt and a few of those places that post their brushes and let
Yeah.
people use them, and people are just using those.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, even I've got a ton of them.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many. It's all these
Yeah.
free brushes, and then a couple of them just keep getting used over and over and over. And I see them, and I recognize them when I see the inks.
All right, Jacobius. I'm gonna answer your question. Jacobius's question is, what's your best advice for making really clean, defined pencil lines? I can give you the funny answer, which is be anal retentive, which is why if someone else is inking me, I've penciled tight my entire career, but the best advice I ever received that I've taken on, and you guys who have watched the show have seen me translate it into digital, where I draw a layer and I reduce the opacity, create a new layer, and draw on top of it. Well, that is a digital version of something the late great Mike Turner taught me. And what Mike would do is he would draw the gesture out, the thing that he saw, as quickly as possible on his page, and he would lay out his page so it had all this vivacious energy. Then he got a kneaded eraser, and he'd erase it up enough that it was ghosted. He could still see it, and from that, it's kind of like me reducing the opacity on a layer. From that, he would tighten that up.
That's interesting. That would totally work.
Yeah, and then he would pat that out, erase that, and then he would do a final one. And if he had any like crossover hairs or any other overlapping details, he'd erase that out and then do his thing. So the best way to make really clean, defined pencil lines is to work procedurally. Start loose, erase it, tighten it up. It's like it's almost like Blade Runner, where they say enhance, 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 enhance.
And 25 right.
Yeah, pan 25 right. Yeah, and so you slowly you the thing in your head's blurry. You pull it out. You resolve it more, basically increasing the resolution as you go.
Yeah. Everything works that way.
It's Rooster's right. It makes digital stuff look really homogeneous if you don't tweak the brushes. Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to tweak them yourself to make them what you want.
That's right. That is correct. Andre, what is right there on our camera, right below the red?
Yep, we're at just 4 minutes short of an hour and a half.
Okay, well that means we're going to be wrapping soon, because I have to get up at 5 a.m. Because that's when you have multiple deadlines. You have to do that.
Yeah.
You know, this job.
I agree with you. That is the good time to go to sleep.
I can't argue with that.
Just when you've seen the sun come up, then you go to sleep
like
after you've seen it.
I prefer to beat the sun. If I see the sun, I start feeling bad now.
Do you?
I used to stay up,
Yeah.
but now if I see the sun, I'm like, oh man, I gotta get.
I wait for the
just
sun
jump in
because
bed.
it's so pretty up there. It's like this red that turns into pink and then purples and all these other things. And once I've seen it,
Yeah.
then I go to sleep.
When I was living in Denver, I enjoyed that because I got.
Yeah,
up
you're so
early.
high up there.
Yeah.
Both metaphorically and physically.
Akuma asks,
Yes.
any tips for someone who's heavy-handed? I grip the pencil like my life depends on it. I too am heavy-handed, sir. What I would recommend for traditional pencils is to go with a harder lead. I would do layouts with a 4H, and my penciling was done with a 2H, where the lighter-handed guys are penciling with like the what are they called? The Palomino, the Blackwing. Isn't that what they're called? The Blackwing pencils, the ones with the flat erasers on the end.
Oh, I'm not sure.
No.
I have a whole bunch of them in that
I was gonna
cabaret
say a
right
6B.
there. Yeah, but it's like that. It's
Oh,
like
is it? Okay, yeah.
it's like black butter.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just like, but like a lot of
Yeah.
animators use it, but you have to be like
Yeah.
Brizhnikov hands, you know.
Yeah,
where
when I sketch, I like to do really hard lead to just
Yeah.
and then go in afterwards with darker. I sometimes grip the Wacom like that.
So the
too.
question from Jason: nothing against inkers, but why pencil digitally and not just go straight to inks? Do you mean okay? Are you asking? Is the question why do I pencil digitally versus traditionally and give it to an inker?
And then send it to. Well, why? If I understand why do it digitally and then send it to an inker to do when it's already digital?
It's a good question. My pencils are tight enough to print from.
Yeah, they are.
But there's a couple reasons. Number one, there's still something to the human hand. There's still something to. It's like quantization on music versus non-quantized. You feel a slight warmth to it. Then the practical answer is that originals. You know, you want to have an original. I mean, I look at a lot of guys that are all digital, and I'm like, God, that page is gorgeous, and you go, oh, it doesn't exist. And guys like that Pepe guy on the House of Powers of M or House of M, I forget which one he does.
One of those.
He had sort of a workaround to it,
Oh, did he?
which is interesting.
Yeah, Malin on Thunderbolts that I colored did it all digital.
Okay,
So
yeah,
there are no originals.
yeah.
That was my only thing. I was like, why?
Well, like I said, to bring up something that I've seen back when I was in California, and there's Justin Sweet.
Yeah.
He basically started from digital, and he was really good at it. But then he converted his digital skill to he would do pretty much what you were doing with the iPad, doing the roughs pretty close to what he was happy with, and then he would project it onto a canvas, and
Yeah.
then he would actually finish it physical. So
Yeah.
you'd have both the advantages
Yeah.
of one, and then you project it.
That's essentially the process for He-Man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Digital is just for workflow, really.
It's for workflow. You can go faster, but the workaround that Pepe had come up with is he and it's like contractually binding.
Yeah.
He makes one high quality print, like super high quality, a one of one, and it's the only one,
Okay.
and that's what he sells.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Which is cool, but
But
it's a
not-
fucking printout.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, ultimately it is. It's like photography
You know?
nowadays. I don't.
Yeah.
Digital. Yeah.
I mean, I'm an excellent photographer now that digital's around.
I know.
What's up?
Nothing. You gotta go to sleep.
I do. I have to be in bed by 11, so I always put myself a little contingency padding. What would you consider being What would you consider being the best inkers in the industry today? Today.
Oh, there's Danny Mickey.
Danny Mickey.
Danny Mickey. Norm.
No.
Yes.
Sorry. I do.
I'll agree. I'll disagree.
I
with
love
you.
Norm. I
That's
love
good.
Norm, but he.
You know why he's good?
Why?
Because he's still doing it, and people just he can't even do it in Inktober because he's so busy. Now you're gonna say, well, that just means the editors like him. Sure,
Editors do like him, but no offense to Norm, murdered my pages.
All
Like,
right.
changed my faces to the point where they weren't even the same expression that I drew.
One
I
thing,
was
one thing,
pissed.
one thing that you failed to mention, I think that's, even if you had super tight pencils, but
Yeah.
each of those guys and Scott Williams and every one of them
Williams.
brings
Scott
it into
Still
it.
doing it.
It's like they just they make it their own because, and in your case with Norm, he fucked you, and
Yeah.
in the case of whatever, maybe you didn't.
Yeah.
But
Might
what?
be a little strong.
No, I understand, but I'm just saying it's like
Yeah.
they
No,
bring,
I love
they
Norm.
bring
I
something.
love Norm,
they
but
bring
he did.
something
He
of
literally
themselves.
like I had my pencils to Wolverine up on Fragaboom.blogspot.com, and there were subtle things, especially when you're drawing. You're trying to draw in faces and expressions. A slight eyebrow raise says a lot,
Yeah.
and if an inker takes that out, suddenly that's gone.
And don't forget the same guys that were there, Art Tiber and Dan Panosian.
Yeah.
I mean they're also artists in their own.
Dan is.
But Dan was inking.
I like his
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
Like
no,
Dan was
Dan's
inking
great.
when we were there at Extreme. He was inking. So and he doesn't ink as much now, but he was inking.
Okay, but like.
But who's doing
But
stuff?
he's saying
now? Yeah,
working
now.
today because I would say Larry Stucker. Oh, I have an answer. Like
Okay.
not that the not the out of the box answer. Scott Williams is great, obviously. Mickey's great.
Yeah.
Bat is great. Joe Weems is great. But the guy
Adelso Corona.
Adelso Corona.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Yeah, he
Adelso.
fucks it
Nice
up.
work.
Adelso's great.
Yeah.
Shelby Robertson does a really good job.
Yeah, he does.
There's a guy I know. I see him every day. His name is Dan Fraga.
Yes, this is true. This is true.
No wait. Well, listen. You did hook up Rob. He
Yeah, but no, but
he drew something.
my style of inking though is like when McFarlane inks somebody. Like
Yeah.
it's ever present.
I don't
But
even
that
know
said,
who else is inking
that
nowadays.
said though, I won't fuck somebody's faces up. I'll enhance a
Well, no,
face, but I won't.
again,
I won't change. Like he would change. Like I had Wolverine literally like pissed,
All right, no,
and
all
he
right,
changed
all right,
it into
yeah.
a smile.
But the one thing you actually did do, so you can end this on yourself, is that
Yeah.
maybe people don't know this story. You can tell it yourself because I'm just paraphrasing. But Rob was in Italy,
Yeah,
and he literally sent you something on a napkin.
it was his sketchbook, but it was like
And
a little.
I
little
gotta
drawing.
say, because I saw both of them,
Yeah,
and the inks vastly improved. The
it's
little
here. It's here
thing.
somewhere.
And those were your inks.
That's very kind of you to
Sure.
say. I enjoy.
Well,
inking
I saw both.
I enjoy inking Rob. I enjoy inking other people if they allow me to do my thing. And I know that's like a double standard because it's like, oh, well, why wouldn't you let Norm do this thing? Because I have a thing that I say. I call it betterification.
It still looked like Rob.
Yeah.
In fact, that's the whole point. If you did your job, people would not even know you did it.
Right. And I'm
Yeah.
highly sensitive to faces. Like, highly sensitive.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah, there's
Rob,
some teams
And Rob's
that just
very
don't
particular
mesh
about that.
together.
He's had
Right.
me recolor shit on faces
Right.
5 times because like, no, this is wrong. Do it
Right,
again.
right. And someone noticed here, it says, this is why Rob likes to ink his faces. Do you know that I'm one of the only people he lets ink faces? Because I give a fuck. Like, I know what a little tiny bloop on the corner of the nose says. Instead of turning it into a straight dash, I know what that little
Yep.
means.
Yeah.
You know? Mr. Milton, you were kind. I did a Deadpool piece. I inked a bunch of stuff in Major X. I inked the cover of the second printing of Major X5. It's in here somewhere.
I think it was up top.
No, that's
Oh, that one. Okay.
no
3.
3. It's in there somewhere, but
Yeah.
it don't matter.
That's alright.
It don't matter.
I don't know who else is around. I don't see that many comics other than what
Right.
I'm working on. Brett Reedy.
Yeah, Rich Friend is good.
Rich Friends is good.
Trevor Scott's good. And then in anybody I don't mention that's good, I don't mean you're not good. I just
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't know. I know you're watching the clock. You're a good man.
I'm just saying, you've been up,
I've been up for a long time. We have time for one more question. I'm gonna put Chauncey on the spot again because he always asks the best ones, and I know you asked about the pens, but I want to see a good deep one, and then we can close out on a good question.
Yeah. Need some TikTok music.
Some TikTok music.
I don't want to.
Yeah, and then they just
And then
they shut us
oh,
down.
yeah,
they shut us
exactly.
down.
Exactly.
Yeah. And one of these days there's gonna be a freestyle. You guys are gonna put the words in. You guys are gonna like just literally each of you. There's 19 in the thing right now. Where you just put words and the beat goes and I have to make a rap with what you say.
I got a better one for you than that.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Let's
Like
go.
I said, I've been cleaning house recently
Yeah.
for various reasons, and one of the things that I've uncovered is my drum pieces. So here's what you can do: you can get that fool on that drum set, and then you get the people asking you to rap to his drumming at the same time. Put
Not
you
here.
both. No, not here.
I could do that.
At the house.
Okay, I was gonna say not here.
Well, I can bring it here. It's a digital drum set.
Oh, so it would be like headphones, and we'd have to like run it through a sound mixer.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
that's it.
That'd be doable.
I've done that a lot.
Yeah,
Done that a lot.
yeah.
Count
And it's
them
got
out.
mesh.
Use
It's
all
got
those
mesh and
together.
everything, so it won't be that loud.
What type of tree would you be? A cannabis tree. One in Jamaica, and I'll tell you why. Because my buddy Kieran Grant is from Jamaica, and he one time sent me pictures when he was back visiting home, and he said it's so prevalent there they don't cut them down, and they were like solid trees. Why do we strive for perfection if it's not attainable? Chauncey.
But it's exactly why.
Because,
That's
man,
why. It answers itself.
you can't chase something unless it runs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's true, because otherwise you catch it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
Got it.
and I think, like I said a few nights ago, my favorite thing is aha, not don't shut me down, YouTube. Take. No,
Well, that's your version. That's your live version.
yeah. It's aha moments, right? That's why I've taken up sculpting, because I'm going, oh, this is new, this is difficult, this is hard, and I like when I learn something new and I can add it to the toolbox. So I think.
Dude, I'm just looking for that.
Oh,
Kiko-
look at what they
Kiko
look at what Mitchell Coleman just said, dude.
What? Oh.
With you in the room, even. Who would you say is the best colorist today in the industry? Matt, I'm gonna let you answer that one.
That's tough. There's some good guys and some good people out there, guys and girls.
Yes.
Me, of course.
Andre.
I don't color anymore.
No.
Yeah.
God, that's really tough. I mean, there's the hot people right now, but
I can't find the comic. I'm looking for Kiko. This is a true story too.
That's not in there.
If I no, I'm saying for that cover you were just showing.
It's gonna be up in the
Up
black flag.
Oh, in the black flag. I just want to show this because this awesomeness about Kiko. You know, you say who's the best colorist? He's still alive, right here. Kiko. I'll tell you why. This is a true story, and this is that same cover, so you guys can see it again. Anyways, so if anybody colored before anybody, I mean Steve Olive is negative because he created the whole technique, but Kiko Taganashi was, and there's a little thing that says Kiko right there. Anyways, this is penciled by Rob and inked by Art Tiber and then colored by Kiko. So we had to try to emulate Kiko, but my point to any of that, I'll make it short, is that Kiko was so good, he had the CMYK numbers in his head because they would color without actually knowing what it would turn out, except they knew that the colors that they would remember CMYK wise would print well, and then we would trickle down and get some of these colors.
Do you remember the name of the system that he colored on?
Yeah, it was Cod Barrett. Listen, I can go into all sorts of detail about things
We'll
that
do a
most
color
people don't
episode.
care.
No, we're gonna
But
do
my
a color
point is,
episode.
Kiko colored so well. He colored this so well that one day, somebody was so happy. You probably remember this. They brought in a whole bunch of like cones of weed.
Well, I'll tell you how that happened.
and-
I'll tell you what happened with that.
So,
I have
that's how good he
I have-
colored.
But I have backstory on
That's
that.
how good he
Because he
colored.
brought that brick of weed to my house. Here's the backstory on that. Some people visited Extreme.
Oh, I was there. I
Yeah,
know.
no. Some people visited Extreme
Right.
and wanted to do business with Rob, and they brought.
I was
Rob,
trying to leave that part of it.
No, I'm just gonna say
All
they
right.
brought Rob this brick of weed. It's like, I'm going to see Rob Liefeld here. This frankincense, you know. Frankincense. You're frankincense.
But that's how happy they were.
Yeah, and Rob was like, I don't know what to do with this. But then he saw that cover and he's like, Kiko.
Yep.
Bam.
And he gave it to Kiko.
Oh, dude, it was a lot of weed.
It
'Cause
was.
I had a get together at my house and he brought it, and I was like, yo, that's big. He's like, can you have a place where I can put this? I didn't want to keep it in my car. I was like, I got a place you can put it. I don't know if it's coming back to you, but.
oh no.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Colorist though.
I'm still trying.
Marte Grassi.
Marte Grassi, he does really nice work.
Oh, Jean-Luc Bellelou, that dude.
Bellelou.
That colors
No, no, no.
Scotty Young. He colors
Yeah.
all Scotty Young.
I like Romulo when he
Yeah,
coloring Rob.
this stuff he's
Yeah,
Rod's stuff. Rod's new guy is really good.
Yeah. There's
I like
you,
him.
and not just because you're in the room. There's
Yes,
you.
yeah, seriously,
Thank
you
you.
do. You
I
do.
like-
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like it's not only the length of time, but it's very nice.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I find some people just work better over other people too.
Oh, and that's the other
Matt
thing, of
Holland's
course.
work
You know,
is
if you get
great
shit
colors.
art, I mean,
Somebody's mentioning Kyle Ritter. I don't know Kyle Ritter.
What's Cyberfrost?
Oh shit, man! I didn't even look at his
That
name.
was
Kyle
very
was
good.
really good.
Yeah,
man.
that was
I
really
remember seeing that first promo piece and going, "Whoa, these."
Yeah.
And he's deaf, right? He's deaf.
I don't know. I don't know him. I'm not familiar with anything else he's done.
Yeah.
But Yeah, no, this stuff is,
Yeah, it
looks
was
really
really
good.
nice. Yep.
It just kind of depends on the artwork too. Sometimes, like Matt Hollingsworth, who I said does,
Yeah.
he colors Sean Gordon
Murphy?
Murphy, yes. He colors a lot of his stuff, a lot of other stuff too,
Yeah.
but he does that really flat color, and it's just
Yeah.
beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
But it works really well over Sean's stuff, and you know,
It's really interesting you bring that up because I remember you and I had this conversation because Matt and I talk a lot, especially when it comes to creating the recipe for Black Flag, and part of that is me grabbing references and stuff, and I saw some Marde's stuff over Stuart Amonin. I didn't know who he was, but at the time, but I liked that there were these simple color choices in one direction of lighting, or maybe a secondary light, but not like over model, not over special effect.
Yeah.
But what last time we talked, I remember I found it interesting that there was a job that he had done that I didn't care for, and it was over Joe Mad on the Inhuman comic, and I in my mind, when I combine those ingredients, I feel like it's supposed to be mind-blowing, and it left me cold.
Yeah, some people just don't work with others. Same thing with inkers, and it's it's like bands in the same way.
You know, I mean, they don't color anymore because they haven't been coloring for it. But you'd be very remiss. I mean, it's literally the Bible of coloring. Liquid. I mean, Aaron Lucen and Chris
Leitner.
they're both at extreme. They're kind of towards the end of the colors that join, but those guys, I mean,
Do you know who created Liquid?
Well, they did. They
Can I tell you who created Liquid? You can say that Liquid is a ripple in a puddle, in a pond. Do you know who threw the rock?
I don't know.
Robbed it. Because Chris said, I don't want to do color guides anymore. I want to start doing them on the computer.
Yeah, and he was sick of me because it's like he loved Don, and he fucking hated the way that I would translate his color guides, and he'd be like, "Fuck you! I want to do it myself."
Right.
You're absolutely right.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Rob said, "You can leave. You're either going to do guides the way you're doing them, or you can go leave and do whatever it is you think you were going to do."
Yeah, and they did, and they pretty much owned Marvel. Everybody, they owned everything.
They basically, like you said, created a handbook. I mean, I remember there were some Carlos Pacheco issues that they had done this Iceman effect on, and nobody had done that.
I just did a bunch of Carlos Pacheco covers for Future Foundations.
But the Battle Chasers has now been released in a. I actually own the original hardcover, but it's just been re-released in paperback. So if nothing else, you can buy it a lot cheaper and tear it up and just really get into how awesomely colored it is. All that stuff is still relevant, and I mean, they went on to do great things. I mean, he went on to be the art director. By they, I mean Chris Lickner became the art director of Diablo, and you could see the blue and the cool, the blue and the cool. And then Aaron Lucen went on to be the art director for Kabam. He was in San Francisco for a while, and then he moved back down to Southern California recently. Anyways.
Spencer, I want to see that. I want to see it. Kevlar, does anybody ink their own stuff and you wish they wouldn't? Yes. The first name that comes to mind immediately. Can you guess it? They used to ink their stuff awesomely, and then somehow, some way, it looks like Q-tips have been dipped in ink, and they've been inking. This is throwback, dude. John Byrne.
Oh.
John Byrne. I wish he would not ink his own stuff. And I love John.
I noticed this.
Oh yeah,
I'll have to check that
it's
out.
not bad.
Huh.
Alright, dude.
Oh, Michael Golden too. Michael Golden. No. He's the guy I want to see only him ink stuff. That's the opposite of that. We are at 10:50 here, and I go to bed in 10 minutes. So I gotta kick these bums out of here.
You gotta vacate.
I want to thank you guys so much for joining and being here for the very unorthodox Couchdoodles Live with Matt Yaki and Andrei Kromov. We always like to maestro it up and come up with some cool things. So keep your eyes peeled. Freddie Williams, I'm sorry for losing your interview. We're going to redo it. It was a good one too. The location was great. It was at the Hilton next to the Anaheim Convention Center, and it was like lit well, composed well. I don't know what happened. One of my kids might have deleted it because because I record on all the phones, and some of these they play with.
Yeah.
But like I was importing
Someone that froze Brianna's drinks.
Right. I'm like, yo, where the hell is Freddy's? And I went through all of them. I'm like,
Wow.
this is nuts. All right, guys. Do me a favor, please. Share the show.
Thumbs up.
Throw some thumbs up on it. It helps the algorithm. I go in and I change tags in the morning so we get all the fun tags like Inktober and drawing and all that. Rooster Puncher says get that studio going. It's gonna be a slow process. Like I said, I've been saving money and working my ass off so we could buy a house, and we want to stay in Georgia. We like this area because the schools are incredible. You know, my kid's school is the #2 school in the state.
Yes, I was going to say, you never mind where you possibly were going to live.
No, I know. We don't need to talk about
Right,
it. Right,
but the thing is, people move this far out here because of that school. Like, there's a lot of people my wife works with that drive their ass where I'm going to go back because of the school for their kids that you get for free.
Nice.
Anyways.
This is my rap pose. This is my b-boy pose. There's Andre taking me from behind.
Yeah, I was
what he was
gonna
doing. It's like,
Nobody wants that.
this is a big-handed Jack and Mayaki. All right, we're out of here.
DMC, the place to be, Fragaboom!